Now, in 2015, a decade ago, do you know what I did? I started my channel. I started uploading videos. And I was utterly baffled by leftists because they were demanding certain things that didn't make sense to me. It's like comic books needs to focus on identity. And I was like, why are we focusing on identity rather than focusing on storytelling? Like, wait, hold on a little bit. Like, who's asking for this? Why is diversity so important? Like, I can enjoy Blade. It's filled with black people. I never thought about the race up until you guys brought it up. I'm from Romania. I'm not even from America. Like, why are you making me think this way? Why are you making me think in terms of race? Like, and I just wanted to talk with a leftist. I just wanted to debate one of them. And they had like this idea, no platform for fascists, no platform for bigots. And anyone that disagreed with them, like any type of person that disagreed with them on any take whatsoever, was a fascist or a bigot. So in other words, we're not discussing criticism. We're not talking with the people that criticize us. That was the idea, right? And I was really bummed out because like I really wanted to have a conversation. I really wanted to have a debate. But you know what I noticed happened? As time moves on, the internet stops becoming like 2015. It starts becoming more like today, where you have terms of service, where there are certain things you can't say. It used to be like really, really bad. If you said anything about immigration, like if you're against migration, you would get banned. If you were saying that it's okay to be white, you would get banned. Like almost any right-wing mainstream talking point that you'd hear on Fox News, if you said it on social media, especially on Twitch, you would get banned. And once that happens, that's when the left wants to have a conversation. That's when they want to have a debate, right? If you're against trans kids, terms of service violation. Twitch even had a goat. It had this trans woman that also thought she's a deer, had these antlers, saying that she has so much power and she can't wait to use it because like Twitch empowered her and people should be afraid of her. And that was like the Trust and Safety Council, while I was now asking to debate leftists. And so like all of a sudden, the left wanted to debate. They didn't want it up until then, but now they do. And this is what a lot of people, they realize, well, it's not really about debating. It's not that they want to change their mind or negotiate, find common ground, find different ideas. It's that they want to get you banned. And so what's the purpose in debating? There's no purpose. And this is when I changed my mind, because a lot of people say that I'm a hypocrite. It's like, no, I think like within 10 years, human beings can experience things and change their mind about a couple of issues. And I do change my mind about debating. So when Asmongold doesn't want to debate Hassan Piker, I fully agree with his take. I don't think you should. There's nothing to gain from debating Hassan Piker. I'm not saying that, Hassan Piker should change his mind. But like, let's be honest, is there any circumstance where Hassan Piker would, try to find Asmongold halfway? On any topic, on any debate? No, of course not, right? So like, what are these debates? Well, they're used in order to find the sound clip, to find like the 5 seconds where you say something, in order to get you canceled. And so Asmongold is pretty smart. Yeah, you shouldn't debate him. There's no fucking reason to debate a leftist.
And so anyway, let's call you. I'm not going to talk, like, why would I talk to Hassan so he can lie and make up a bunch of bullshit like he did with Ethan? I'm not going to talk to Hassan. I'm not going to go and be like, okay, let's explain what it is. I'm watching the clip. I'm not going to explain this. I'm not going to have somebody lie to me. I have no interest and not even a slight desire to have any conversation about it whatsoever.
Take into account that responding to clips is also debating. Why does the debate need to be live? Why do we need live debates? If the person puts out their arguments in a video and another individual just listens to the arguments and then makes a rebuttal, why is that not enough? Because when you're on a live stream and someone lies to you, you can't fact check them. You can't say, well, hold on a little bit. You're on a live stream. Like if you're on a Discord call and someone tells you something, right? You can alt tab, you can look for it, you can try to see if that person was lying or not. But when you're live and you need to say something for the audience, you can't just go, it's like, well, hold on a little bit, I'm looking for it, right? But when you're making a response video, when you're just responding to someone, you have hours in order to do the research and to find out if the person is lying or not. And so, yeah, Asmongold does have a point.
You are expressing material support for a terrorist organization. You do so on a daily basis, and that's it. It's literally that simple. It's obvious.
That is fucking wild, though, right? Like, there's this game. I don't know if they removed it or not. I think they removed it because I can't find it. But it's called Terrorist or Twitch Streamer. Have you guys heard about that game? Was quite popular on the internet. I think the Reddit mods took it down. They took it down because it was so embarrassing to Twitch. So embarrassing. I don't know if like someone from Twitch contacted the Reddit mods and asked them to take it down, or if the actual person who made it took it down. But the game was like, you'd go on a website and you'd get a statement. Something like, America deserves 9/11. And you had to guess, is that statement from a Twitch streamer? Or is that statement from a terrorist? And I was really good at that game. I think I scored almost the highest because I had the system. I got a system working in order to figure out if it's a Twitch streamer or not. If it was something batshit insane, like something a person from a mental asylum would say, like an absolute deranged psychopath, that was a Twitch streamer. If it was something that sounded like what a politician would say, you know, like more diplomatic, more trying to appear somewhat reasonable, that was a terrorist. I wish the game was still there so you can see it. But that's Twitch. That's fucking Twitch. And I know why Twitch allows it, by the way. I know why it is the way it is. The reason Twitch is like this is because on the internet, outrage sells. Like, this is the type of content that people want. People want edgy shit. They always did. People like Jackass. People like bomb fights. We try to pretend that that's not the case. But the reality is people like edgy extremist stuff that doesn't hurt them. Right? Like, and what I mean by this is like watching a computer screen with someone in their bedroom shout extremism is hilarious for many people. We try to pretend that this is not the case. We try to pretend that's not true. But like the reality shows us time and time again that it is actually true. People actually like edgy, far out extremist content. And so when you look at Twitch, what they decided is to ban all the right-wingers. Now the right-wingers were already being suppressed, and extremism for right-wingers was like misgendering a trans person. Or being against trans kids, right? Like that was extremism. The worst thing you could say is being against gay marriage. That's the extremism of the right wing. So they banned the entire right. But they never banned the left. And the left, when you're in power, when you have institutional power, you also attract psychopaths. You also attract unhinged people that want to promote their psychopathy while being shielded by the umbrella of ideology. Like, it's okay for them to be like that because the ideology, right? It's okay for a woman to say hashtag yes all men because she's a feminist. It's okay for someone to be anti-Semitic because he's for Palestine. It's okay for someone to be anti-Semitic because he's a Muslim. Like, that's how the world works. Shouldn't work like this. It should be the same rules for everyone. Should be no extremism. But unfortunately, we live in a society. And so, when you understand this, well, Twitch has fostered extremists. And so, in order to be popular, in order to have people watch your content, you have to be more extremist than the previous extremist. And they keep radicalizing themselves more and more and more until you get someone like Hassan Piker that breaks international news for threatening U.S. senators. Like, what else is there to debate? What, you want to expose that he's an extremist? Like, he already did. He's already in the media. Not once, but twice. Twice I've seen Hassan Piker get into the media for saying extremist shit. Like, posting a picture of the gun that assassinated the Japanese prime minister and suggesting that it should be used against other US politicians. Like, how much more extremist can you get than that shit? Like, what is there to expose? People already know. Twitch knows. We know. You know. He knows. Everyone is in the know. There's no point in exposing him to do what? Oh, we need to give him a rope. Like, he already did. But the rules don't apply the same. You know, rules for him are different than the rules for us mortals. I don't know what he did. I know there's a rule on Twitch which says you cannot say that a moderator is providing favorites because a streamer has provided services for the moderator, if you know what I mean, right? So, like, you can't imply that the e-girl is getting high numbers of views and is boosted by the algorithm because she exchanged favor with the Twitch admin. You're not allowed to say that. I wonder if we can say this about Hassan, because I saw, like, the lady in charge of the trust and safety. Maybe Hassan exchanged some favors with her, because, yeah, it is a miracle. Like, how can you get into the papers, in the national media, not once, but twice, with extremist shit, and still be there? Like, any other mortal, any other human being, any other person would have gotten into trouble, but not Hassan. So, yeah, I do think that he's capable of doing some level of magic, casting some level of protection spells, because none of my friends would be able to get away with the stuff he did. And I don't blame Asmongold for not talking with him, because Asmongold doesn't have that magic. If Asmongold says something bad, even if it's like a 10-second clip from a 3-hour conversation, he can get canceled. So, yeah, I mean, you don't have the same protection charms, the same level of defense that Hassan Piker does, so, like, it wouldn't be a fair debate. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.